And now for your hosts of press coverage, Cam and Trevor.
Second game this weekend is a Saturday night game. We have the Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks are the minus 355 betting favorites this week. They're playing in Seattle. And we saw a version of this game right at the end of the season this year to decide who got the one seed. So you want to lead us off, Cam?
Yep, so Seahawks coming in as the one seed in the NFC. They have had a tremendous year led by Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN. Sam Darnold, what can you say about Sam Darnold? I mean, he gets shipped out of Minnesota for the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. And what does he do? He has another 14-3 season.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
You look great. All right, sorry, go ahead.
So, in this matchup, I think it's an interdivision rivalry. Again, this is the third time they're facing off. 49ers are coming in a little hampered, while the Seahawks are coming in fresh at home. And at the end of the day, I think that's what makes the biggest difference in this game. I'm just going to come out with my pick early. I'm just going to say I'm going with the Seahawks. Credit to the 49ers and what they've done this year and how far they've made it with all their injuries. Kyle Shanahan is going to put his offense in a position to succeed. He's that kind of coach. So you can never truly count out the 49ers, and they showed that last week. Because even with all those injuries, they still go on the road and win in Philadelphia. So Kyle Shanahan's going to have the offense ready. They have a great DC in Robert Saleh. D. Winters might be back at linebacker. However, Eric Kendricks had a great game. Kaiser White's there. He didn't play too much, but he's ready to go if need be. But they are hoping D. Winters will be back for them. That'll be a huge piece. Yeah. A huge factor in this game, I think, is Brock Purdy. Lately, he has shown a tendency to turn the ball over. He has now gone 4 straight games with an interception. And while you can do that in some games, I think this is a game where those kind of decisions, those mistakes are amplified, especially being on the road against a good Seahawks team. And I love what I'm seeing out of Sam Darnold. The biggest thing with Sam Darnold is making sure he has enough time, making sure he's not pressured. One team that I think will struggle to take advantage of that is the 49ers due to their pass rush. If they are going to have pressure on Sam Darnold, they're going to have to blitz maybe 2 or 3 guys. And if you do that, JSN is going to be one-on-one. And so I think either way, the Seahawks will be able to take advantage of the 49ers defense, and I think they get the home win.
Yeah, I mean, since we're just going to go ahead and call it up front, I think I'll follow you on that one. The Hawks should have this game. If they don't walk out of Seattle with a win here, I'd be surprised because for all the reasons you already listed, that defense, while they're maybe getting a few guys back, you mentioned D. Winters, Gross Matos is he's questionable coming into this game, but should play. Luke Gifford also. So they've got some pieces that they're coming back. Jair Brown is a little bit dinged up, but all these guys should play. I just don't think it's enough. That pass rush has been the worst in the league, or roundabouts, bottom 5 all year in every metric you can imagine. And I don't think they have any way to force Sam Darnold to turn into previous year's playoff Darnold. I think that the reason he fell apart in the playoffs in the past is because he was able to kind of lounge in the pocket in the regular season in previous years. I don't see how this game should be that much different than the regular season. They're not going to be able to get to him, at least in great numbers, because while defensive coordinator was dialing up a little bit more blitzes last week, I think that was out of necessity just to create any semblance of pressure. I don't think it's going to be enough. And you brought up JSN. I think JSN is going to have 120 yards this game, maybe. I don't think they have a single guy who can match up against him. And I think that he's just going to walk all over them. The run game is actually pretty good there as well. They went up over 2,000 yards between the 2 running backs. So I think the offense is a lot more balanced in Seattle. The Niners offense relies way too much on CMC, which worked last round we'll see against a really tough Seattle defense. And I just don't know how deep a bag can be. How deep can Shanahan go to keep finding spots to hand CMC the ball and create, winning opportunities for him, create slots for him to, get upfield. At a certain point, you've played your hand with a single guy, and you have to look at other options. And, with Kittle going down with that major injury last week, and, Juwan Jennings is good, but is he JSN good? Obviously not. We've seen that. So I just don't know how the Niners would walk away from this game with a win. I'm trying to think if there's any other element that would add any spice to this game.
Trent Williams also questionable.
Yeah.
We know how important Trent Williams can be on the offensive side of the ball. Pearsall's banged up. They did activate Fred Warner, but he's not expected to play in this game. It's only if they advance.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Kittle going down is huge to this team. A team already deprived of weapons just puts that much more pressure on McCaffrey.
No. So I think it's a pretty easy win for Seattle.